Hello, my name's Bear Jowett and I'm a filmmaker. I got into film and TV when I was really young. Before I even knew what filmmaking was, I was already in love with storytelling. When I was about 7, I picked up my old Kindle to film everyday life. For example, I used to invite my neighbours over to write ghost stories, just, making it up on the fly. It felt like a game back then, but it's where I learnt how to observe the world through a camera. Growing up partly in France, it shaped how I see storytelling. Storytelling there felt more direct and open about difficult themes. That influenced my interest in honest and emotional storytelling. I'm also inspired by 1940s film noir because we used to have to watch them in secondary school. Especially the lighting and atmosphere, it still really affects how I see mood in film. For example, in this short film called Cement Mixing that I co-directed, I experimented with quite an unusual way of storytelling. I failed a lot on lighting, camera control, pacing. I learned that strong ideas need a strong technical preparation, and safety and structure on set matter just as much as creativity. I also worked on a music video. This project taught me a lot about collaboration. Even though the final video was quite creatively simple, the importance of communication, professionalism and networking, especially when working with different industries, I found that was really eye-opening. I also co-directed a film called Quiet Chaos. It was about anxiety and panic attacks, and it really helped my editing skills mainly because it was really difficult to edit in that emotion and the way it feels to have a panic attack on screen without using any words, and just used visual effects. It was quite interesting. I focused a lot on pacing, rhythm and other visuals to show emotion. This made me realise how much my technical skills and confidence have improved since I first started. Working on short films now with bigger crews and bigger sets in general has really shown me that this is what I want to do in the future. I absolutely love collaborating with other people, including just not only people in the film industry, but just in general, new people that you meet all the time. It's just fascinating who you get to find. And I also love problem solving, where if something bad happens, I always find a good way of fixing it, and I like to, not to toot my own horn, but I think I'm pretty good at it. But my main thing, my favourite thing of all, is watching a project go from just a simple idea to a final product is something that I'm so passionate about, because I just love every single step of the way in creating a film. I just find that so fascinating. It feels less like a hobby that I'm just doing for fun and more like moving towards my future career. I find that my biggest strength is probably my creativity and adaptability. I've always loved to mess around a bit, but experimenting wise and just exploring different options for the final edit. But I'm also good at adjusting when something goes wrong. On the music video shoot, the band broke up unexpectedly. I had to rethink the whole entire concept and still deliver something that the client liked. That showed me that I can solve problems under pressure. But there's also some areas that I need to improve on. I lack confidence in leadership roles. I find that, especially when I'm directing people that I don't know, I can hesitate a lot. I'm working on it by being on set as much as possible, saying yes to everything, saying yes to every single opportunity that is presented to me. And I've also been practicing communicating ideas. Looking back, every single project that I've made is just a stepping stone towards me becoming a full-time freelance filmmaker. I've learnt where my strengths lie, especially in visual style and editing. I've become more aware of the areas I want to keep improving, like leadership and clarity when storytelling. More than anything, these experiences have made it clear that filmmaking is what I want to do for the rest of my life, and I feel the most motivated to be myself.